Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Yena Supadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Yatapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Cho Sri Rupam Sagarajatam Sagana Raghunatha Vintam Tam Sajivam Shavidvetam Savadustam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Shri Lalita Shri Visakha Vintam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanto Sri Radha Kanto Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhya Cha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotee. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. So with your all blessing, just I want to the sharing and learning all from you. The chapter name is The Opulence of Absolute Truth. We see the 9th chapter ending with the 934 sloka. The Krishna says that Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto Matyazi Mam Namaskaro. Then Arjun inquiring more, saying that, Hey Janardana, hey Kesav, you told me the Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto, but how the practically my man or my mind going to be fixed in your devotional service? So the ending 9th chapter, that confidence and knowledge, Krishna gave all the confidence, and now 10th chapter, Arjun asking the practical application. How can I do that? Because you told me the 9th chapter ending, fix your mind, your मन into me, but hey Kesav, how can I do that? So we see here text first. So in the text first we see Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Before that, I was hearing one of the Madan Das Prabhu lecture. He's from Pune. Was just I'm taking the references from his class to prepare myself for this chapter. So we see in the whole Bhagavad Gita how they are addressing like Ved Vyasa saying that Sanjay Vacha and somewhere Arjun Vacha. But wherever Krishna says, Ved Vyasa never writing Krishna Vacha. He says Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So the first sloka start with the Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So just I am reading it. Sri Bhagavan Vacho Bhuya eva mahabhao Shanumi purmam vacho Yateham priyamanaya Vakshami hitakamaya. Translation: the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, listen again, O mighty armed Arjun, because you are my dear friend. For your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. So we see here, dear devotee, Like Krishna himself saying, listen again. Why? Because that's where we see the Prabhupada or all the Maharajas says that listen again and again. The question here, Arjun, even no need to listen again. But through the Arjun, Krishna teaching us, because this is the Guhyam knowledge, it can go in our heart if we listen it again and again. That's why the Krishna say that listen again. Whatever I told you, now listen again. I'm going to tell you more detail. The same knowledge, but in the more detail. And second shloka. Now I'm going to this translation because we have the limited time. And in between, I will sharing my the realization as well as some story which I heard from the reference lecture. The second shloka, even Bhagavan definition here in the translation purport, we see Srila Prabhupada writing nicely, who is the Bhagavan? And the Parasar Muni give the definition to just set up the background of Krishna before saying the Bhagavan. As per the Barha Puran, we see the Vishnu Puran, not Barha Puran, Vishnu Puran, the Krishna has all the qualities. What the all qualities? Wealth, fame, strength, influence, beauty, and renunciation. All these the qualities, Krishna is have a full all these. That's why the Parasar Muni referred Krishna as a Bhagavan. And then the purport Prabhupada writing here, which is the inspiring always when I read this. Here again, the more one hears about Supreme Lord, the more one becomes fixed in devotional service. One should always hear about the Lord in the association of devotees. That will enhance one's devotional service. So this is the key. If we want to enhance in the devotional service, only solution is that hearing more, association more. Discourse is the society of devotees can take place only among those who are really anxious to be in Krishna consciousness. Others cannot take part in such discourse. The Lord clearly tells Arjun that because Arjun is very dear to him, for his benefit, such discourse are taking place. So this is the hearing effect. So we should hearing more, then only our faith going to be fixed. For that, I want to sharing one small story which I heard from that lecture. The Prabhu was saying, his name the Madhav Das. So not Madhav Das, no, Mahasundar Das actually. His name, I was preferring his lecture. So he was telling one story about the faith, how the difference between the faith is fixed and faith is changing based on the situation. So he was sharing one story saying that in the village, the 4 sadhus is staying there and the villagers never heard from them. But one day they decided, okay, we should invite the sadhus and we should hearing from them. And they invited sadhus. Sadhus denied their the invitation, but when they requested more, sadhu accepted their invitation and they came. So sadhu started with them saying that, okay, raise your hand who knows about the God. Then nobody raised the hand. And then sadhu said, what they used to tell you because you have no clue. So you are the foolish, what they used to teach you about the God. They left. And then they invited sadhu again. The next time sadhu came and they told, okay, raise your hand who knows about the God. This time, all the villagers raised their hand. Then sadhu said, okay, you all know about the God, then what they used to teach you the God? Then they left again. Then villagers become so unhappy. They told, what we should do? We raise hand one time and we did not raise hand one time. Both times sadhu left and call them third time. They called sadhu third time. And then this time what they told, half of the villagers raised their hand and half of not. Then they told, okay, now Sadhu, you should teach us about the God. Then Sadhu said, okay, do one thing. Whoever raised their hand, they should teach about the God to whom they did not raise their hand. Then they left again. Then villagers become confused. We raised their hand, we did not raise their hand, we raised half. Still, what is going on? So the intake from that story, the based on the situation, the faith keep on changing. This is not the fixed faith. Then that's why what the solution? We should know, or we should be athato brahm jigyasa. We should not changing our faith based on the situation. This is called shaking situation. But once we fix in Krishna consciousness, then we can come out that. And text 2. Neither the host of the demigods nor the great sages know my origin of opulences. For in every respect, I am source of demigods and sages. Here Krishna telling the in summary everything. We see in the previous chapters, Arjuna asking that why the different people worship the demigods. And Krishna telling that based on their desire, they go to demigods and they worship to fulfill their the desires. But here Krishna telling to Arjuna, everything comes from me. Even the sages and the demigods, all the came from me. I am the source, all of them. That's why Prabhupada says that always, if we give the root in the water, we no need to give the water in the branches, because they are the branches, and the Krishna is the root. Krishna himself telling to Arjuna in this text too. And text 3, he who knows me as I am unborn, in the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all the worlds, he only understand among men is freed from all sins. So whoever knows the Krishna, that is what the solution of that. The knowing about the Krishna is free, giving the freedom or free from all the sins. That's why we should hearing more and more about the Krishna. So that's why we become free. And text 4 and 5. Here Krishna telling that all the good qualities comes from me. All the good qualities are listed here: intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of mind, happiness, distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infame. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. So we see nothing is beyond the Krishna. Everything comes from Krishna. So Krishna telling the opulences one by one to Arjuna. These are the opulences. And sixth text, the 7 great sages, and before them the 4 other great sages and Manus, progenitors of mankind, come from me, born from my mind. All the living beings populating the various planets descended from them. So even Krishna says previous slokas, I am the seed of the giving generations. I am the Bij Pitamaha. I am the father for all the seed givings. Here Krishna is reconfirming, because saying that, listen me again, whatever I told you in more details. So Krishna says that all the living entities comes from me, including even Brahma, who is the grandfather. But the Krishna is the great grandfather, because everything comes from Krishna. And 7th here, the text 7, one who is factually convinced of this opulence and majestic power of mind, engage in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. So this is the end result of the devotional service. Sometimes we see what the benefit of devotional service, why we should do devotional service. So just doing the devotional service, first we should hearing more. Through the hearing, we become the purified, heart become purified. And once heart is become purified, then this is going to be happen. Once the conviction comes, and once conviction comes, then the devotional service going without any doubt. I see the Krishnamanda Prabhu always says that because we are serious about that the material things more, but the devotional service we become careless, because this is the reason, because we have a not full faith, and that's where the faith shaking or we become like the doubtful. Okay, this thing happening or not happening. That's where the priority goes to. Sometime when the situation comes, goes to the material things first. And here Chaturshloki starts the text 8. Krishna says that I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know the engage in my devotional service worship me with all their hearts. So this is the Sambandha Gyan. Here Krishna says that through the devotional service, the wise, who is the wise person? Engage in the devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Krishna says that those are the wise. But we think in the material world, whoever making money more, we are thinking he's the wise person. But the spiritual nature or spiritual qualities against the material, opposite the material qualities. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that who is the Bhagyavan? Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bij. That is the actual, the lucky person. But we see the materialistic way. If you go ask the in general people, they say the lucky, who have the money, who have a big house, who have the nice kids, or who are the well established. In that the sense we are thinking he's the lucky person. Wow, how the lucky is that? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, who is the lucky? The lucky person who is doing the devotional service and doing the bhakti under the supervision of the Guru. The bhakti should not happen like the mad elephant also. Do your own way, sometime become fanatic and sometimes stop that. The bhakti should be happen under the supervision of somebody. And somebody who comes under the parampara and follows himself, according to that, we should do the bhakti. Bhakti suppose always supervised. Your devotional service also in the supervision of somebody. Something goes wrong, at least he can correct. Otherwise, I hearing that the classes from the many disciples and Prabhupada disciples also, sometimes bhakti become the mad elephant also. Because we become proud, and like the mad elephant comes in the garden, it can destroy the garden no matter how beautifully you decorated or you nurture it. But the mad elephant comes, it can destroy in few days or few seconds. Same thing bhakti. If bhakti not under the supervision, if going by your own way, it can go anytime. So in the 9th sloka, this is all Chaturiki sloka. This is Sambandh now here, Avidya Gyan. The thought of my pure devotee dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. This is the symptoms of the devotee who are avidya, who doing the practice. They discuss about the Krishna Leela, Krishna pastime, and they are purifying their heart and getting the great satisfaction in the devotional service. In the 10th sloka, to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. This is the prayojana. So means why we should do the devotional service. This is Krishna's promise here. Krishna says that to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. This is the promise of Krishna. For that, the dear devotee, I want to sharing one small story which I heard from the lecture. This is about the Narsi Mehta. When Narsi Mehta, we all know he's a great devotee, and he was spending his life based on the begging, and what we call that in spiritual, not the begging, the right word is that Madhukariya. He was living life on the Madhukari like our 6 Goswamis, but the Narsi Mehta is Grasta. and his daughter was growing, and his wife about the worry about the daughter marriage. This is the natural. And she asked to Narsi Mehta, why you are not thinking about the daughter marriage, and we already fix her marriage going to be happen in few days. You should go and arrange something to marry your daughter. Then she was behind him, Narsi Mehta, and then Narsi Mehta thought, okay, let me try, go out to ask the help from the the, the person who can help me. So he was asking help, and then he went to nearby village. And the marriage has to be happen in 3 days, but he saw in the near village Katha was going on. So this is the Priyojana. And then Narsi Mehta forgot on his the daughter marriage. He was staying in the 7 days in the Katha. When Katha was over, then he realized, oh, my daughter marriage has to be in 3 days. What mistake I did? If I go home, my wife going to be, become crazy and going to beat me. What I did, I cross all the limits. And that's where, having this thought, he was coming slowly back to his home. The moment he entered in village, the villagers praising him, saying that, oh, Narsi, what marriage you did? We never saw that kind of marriage. Narsi Mehta become confused. What they are saying? I'm not even here. Are they saying something, or they have something wrong plan? Maybe they try to beat me or something. Then he slowly walking towards home. Many people saying that, wow, Narsi Mehta, we never saw that kind of marriage. And the moment he entered his house, he was, scaring about his wife. Maybe he's thinking she's going to beat me because this is the extremely I did. The moment he entered in the home, his wife becomes so happy. He said, Narsi Mehta, what you did? The amazing marriage, everybody praising our marriage. And Narsi Mehta asked, is it really true, or you are going to be saying something or doing something wrong with me? She said, no, this really happened. Then he told, who did that? Then she told the story. One 11-year boy came with all the jewelries and everything, and he arranged everything so nicely and amazingly, everybody praising him. Then Narsi Mehta becomes surprised, and he was crying and tears come out. He's saying that, Prabhu, you took care of everything. I was in your thought and I forget all about my daughter marriage. But you never forget. And you took care of everything so nicely. So that is called Krishna is Bhakta Vatsalya. Even Lal Govind Prabhu is saying that many times. Krishna says that if somebody by Krishna, on my name, I'm on for that work. So in Hindi say, if you are Krishna ke naam pe, Krishna tumhare kaam pe. So that is the story. Fixing our faith, there is no loss in the bhakti at all. And text 10, 11. This is the end of the Chatur Shloka. To show them especially mercy, I dwelling in their heart, destroying with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. This is the Krishna's promise. Krishna says that by mercy comes through the devotional service. Through the mercy, Krishna destroying are the ignorance. Even Krishna says that in previous sloka, if my devotee make a mistake, I don't see their mistake. I see only their bhava, what they did. Because they can come back again on the same path anytime. The mistake is not the stopper of the bhakti. And text 12 and 13. Here Arjun said that now personality of God, the ultimate award, the purest absolute truth. You are eternal, transcendental, original person, unborn, the greatest, all the great sages such as Narada, Asata, Devala, Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. So we see here, dear devotee, now Arjun declaring, saying that because after hearing all this, Arjun desired, hey Janardana, hey Krishna, I want to declare something. Krishna says that what? You want to declare, Arjun? Feel free. Now Arjun sharing his thought, saying that you are the everything. I'm not saying based on my thought. That's why whenever we sharing this knowledge, we should have a reference. We should follow the scriptures or that the parampara or the senior Vaishnavas. We should not say by own or speculation or mind. Here Arjun teaching us. What is giving the reference? Arjun saying that I'm not saying this, but I'm saying based on the fact. The great sage is Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa confirm this truth. That's why I'm declaring it. So this is the right way to teach the knowledge and to give the reference. So after hearing this, Krishna becomes so happy. Krishna says that, oh Krishna, I totally accept the truth. All that you have told me, neither the demigods nor the demons, oh Lord, can understand your personality. This is the Arjuna's the realization. Nobody can understand Krishna because Krishna is unlimited. Krishna himself going to be say in the further sloka, the 16, 17, this is the unlimited. My nature is unlimited. Nobody can understand it because except the Krishna, everybody has a limit. But Krishna is unlimited. Having a limit, how we can understand a limit? Not possible. Text 15. Indeed you alone yourself by your own internal potency, O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all, being God of gods, Lord of universe. So here, except Krishna, nobody can understand it. Now here, Krishna himself saying that, please listen, please tell me in detail of your divine opulences, by which you pervade all these worlds. So here, Arjun inquiring from Krishna and saying that whatever you told me, I understood. But now I want to, because everything comes from you. You are the source of all creations and you are source of all the energies, spiritual and material energy. But now Arjun asking here what? Arjun saying that how to feel you in all pervading in this nature, how to see you in this nature, how to feel you. Now Krishna saying that. Oh Krishna, now Arjun keep on asking more and more. Oh Krishna, oh Supreme Majestic, how shall I constantly think of you? And how shall I know you? In what various forms you are to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why the Prabhupada says that we ask sometime, where is the written 60 round chanting and where we do that? Here Krishna says that not only 60 round, 24 hours, but can we do chanting? No, this is Prabhupada mercy. He gives 16 round chanting, through that we can come to that platform. Here, Arjun asking that constantly remembering. How is it possible? Now next sloka, Krishna telling himself how to see the Krishna. The text 18. O Janardhan, again please describe in detail the majestic power of your opulences. I am never satiated in the hearing about you. For the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of words. This is the actual hearing. If we hearing about the Krishna, then Krishna is unlimited. Then we have the desire more and more. That's why we should hearing more, so taste will come more. And that's where the purification come over. Krishna is unlimited. I was listening one of the story that the Bhakti Maharaj, Bhakti Vedanta Saraswati Maharaj, he approached to one of the king about the printing the newspapers. And that, not the king, I think some rich man. Yes, some rich man. And the rich man asked, what you print daily? Because the newspaper you do one day, 2 days, then what you will do? Maharaj says that no, the Krishna's stories are unlimited, infinite. The whole newspaper I can fill, not only one, the 100 newspaper daily I can fill about the Krishna. So that is called the realized souls. They have the unlimited hearing and unlimited material about the Krishna. So these Acharya is teaching us, no, Krishna is not limited, but we are limited. Now text 19. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestations but only those which are prominent. O Arjun, for my opulence is limitless. Here Krishna saying that Arjun, definitely I will tell you, but will tell you the prominent. I cannot tell you all because these are limitless, and we all are the jiva under the limit. But Krishna here becomes so merciful and telling now how to see Krishna in the nature, in the prakriti, in this world. Now text 20. I am the super soul, O Arjun, seated in the hearts of all living entities. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. So ultimate Krishna is everything. Nothing is beyond the Krishna. So these are the opulences of Krishna. Even I was hearing the class of Vaishnava Swami from our Sunday Japa. This one I seen Japathan Guru. And Maharaj was saying that in the Srimad Bhagavatam, I forget the sloka number. If somebody hearing about the Krishna attentively, the heart without melting cannot possible. The heart 100% going to be melt. And the desire will come to hearing about the Krishna. But the hearing happens properly from the right source. Now Krishna telling who am I in this material world, or in the material creation, how to perceive me, or how to observe me, how to feel me. Now Krishna telling first, of the Adityas, I am the Vishnu. Of the light, I am the radiant sun. Of the Marutis, I am the Marichi. Among the stars, I am the moon. So that's why the all 80 types, or the 80 the different the types are Krishna telling to Arjun. All this goes 21st to 39. Who am I and how to perceive me here? Krishna say that in the Vedas, I am the Sam Veda. The demigods, I am the Indra. The king of heaven. The senses, I mind. And the living beings, I am the living force. And text 23rd, of all the Rudras, I am the Lord Shiva. Of Yakshas, I am the Rakshas. I am the Lord of wealth, Kubera. And I am the Vasu, I am the fire, Agni. The mountain, I am the meadow. So this is all Krishna telling to Arjun, so we all can feel him here. Because he is limitless. Now text 14, of the priest, O Arjun, know me. The chief of Brahaspati, of generals, I am the Kartike, and the bodies of water, I am the ocean. 25. Of the great sage, I am the Bhrigu. Of the vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifice, I am the chanting of the holy names. And the immeasurable things, I am the Himalaya. Text 26. Of all the trees, I am the banyan tree. Of the sages among the demigods, I am the Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am the Chitrata. Among the perfect beings, I am the sage Kapila. Text 27. Of the horses, know me, I am the Uchisrava, produced during the churning of the ocean of the nectar. Of lordly elephants, Airavat. Among the men, I am the monarch. That's why we see all the way this is going to till 39. Of the weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Among cows, I am the surabhi. Of causes, recreation, I am the Kantrapa, the god of love, and serpent, I am the Vasuki. So that's why this list going all the way till 39. Now Krishna say that here, furthermore, O Arjun, I am the generating seed of all existence. There is no being moving or non-moving then exist without me. So at the last, Krishna is saying that I told you this all the list, but this is not the limited. I am everywhere, Arjun. I am the ultimate giving seed of all existence. Now text 40. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestation. What I have spoken to you is but mere indication of my infinite opulences. So Krishna says at the end, whatever I told you so far, just the spark. Even this is I did not tell you so much so far, Arjun. This is just a small knowledge and a small spark I gave you, because my opulences are limitless. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that if somebody hearing the opulences of Krishna, the heart cannot go away without the devotional service or without the bhakti. But hearing with the open heart and attentive about the opulences of Krishna. So this is the root cause or reason we should hearing more about the Krishna's opulences. That's why our heart also will purify, and we will engage in the more and more devotional service. Through that, we can come into that stage. We can remember Krishna always. And text 41, know all the opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Text 42, but what need is there, Arjun, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. So this is the end Krishna saying himself, Bhagavan himself saying to Arjun, saying that all, even knowing this detail, no use, because I cannot tell you everything or more, because end result, everything is me. Everything comes from me. Nothing is beyond me. Now we see, after hearing all this, Arjun inquiring more now, okay, so whatever you told me, now I want to see the real applications. Now so far you told me, now I want to see the Virat Rupa, the 11th chapter, the Krishna going become more merciful and showing him all whatever he told his opulences. We see in the Virat Rupa, everything comes from Krishna, everything goes him back. Dear devotee, thank you so much, Hare Krishna, for listening me. Though I am the new, I am not expert in the subject matter, but with your blessing, I tried. Please feel free your comments or your realization or your sharing, because we have just 6-7 minutes more.
Thank you very much, Jagadish Prabhu, for your wonderful class, for your simplicity, sincerity, and dedication. Very nice. So let's see if anyone has questions.
Very well explained, Prabhuji. Nice class, Jagadish Simha Prabhu. Thank you so much. I like the story you told about the daughter's marriage. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Your blessing, Prabhu.
No, thank you. All blessings.
You can unmute and ask, or if you have any comments, reflections, you can do so. We have 6 more minutes.
I don't have any question, but it was very nice class. Thank you for sharing, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Very, very nice class.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Looks like no one has questions. Jagadish, maybe may want to elaborate on the 4 verses which are nice. Go scroll up.
Your voice is breaking.
Maybe my Zoom call. Scroll up the verses. 8, 9, 10, 11, go up.
Yeah, I'm going there. Yeah, here. You can see my screen, Prabhu?
8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
The 4 words. Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita, important verses. You can quickly give a high level understanding of something since no one has questions, as those 4 are very important.
Yeah, like these are the 4 Chaturshloki. I was hearing the class. This is the Sambandha Gyan and the Avidya and the Priyojana. So we see the Priyojana means like the practical. The Avidya means the practice. And Sambandha means the knowledge. How first get the knowledge? Here Krishna giving the knowledge, and the further 2 slokas, Avidya means the practice. But here they see the sloka, Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartite iti matta bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. So this is the knowledge. Krishna says that everything comes from me. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So here's Srila Prabhupada saying, the wise person, he just follow the sadhu and shastra. He don't try to deviate from that or don't try to alter it. Just follow and then take those in their heart. So this is the real knowledge. And the purport is the big we can go, but the next sloka, this is the avidya, like how to practice. Krishna says that here, the 4 practice, what we should do, Machita matgata prana bodhiyanta parasparam kathayanta syamam nityam tusyanti sharamanti cha. This is the practice. We should do the Krishna Katha. We should hear it. We should teach others. We should hear from others. But what we do the Krishna Katha. This is called, the Prabhupada saying that the thought of my pure devotee dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. So these called symptoms of the Avidya Gyan. They are interested only the Krishna topic. They don't want to prajalpa. And this all the, now here, Tesam satati yuktanam bhajanta priti purvakam dadadi buddhi yogantam yena mam upayadantati. So here Krishna says that what Krishna do if we engage in the Krishna's thought or Krishna's story or Krishna's katha. So what the Krishna will do? Why we should engage that? Krishna says that to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. That's why Krishna says that we should do the devotional service. Because everything we want to, why we should do that, why we should do that. Here Krishna himself telling to Arjuna, do this because you come back to me. This is only the way. And do the service by loving devotional service. We see the Narsi Mehta, even he was forgetting on his daughter's marriage. He was completely engaged. He was listening the katha. And what the Krishna did, this is called Priyojana. He become he took care whole charge about the marriage. So this is called the faith. This is called Tusayanti cha Ramanti cha. When we heard the Krishna Katha, we become the attached to Krishna Katha, and through the love, that stage comes. It is not easy to come those kind of stages. But for them, this other knowledge is very tuchh. Is this Krishnavan Prabhu, or you want to add, please, Prabhuji, feel to add or?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Now,
We have Surabhi Sundaraj Mataji. I think she's there. Let me see.
Dana promote to all glories to Prabhupada, all glories to you. I'm muting it. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I see Surabhi is there. Let me see. Hold on. Thank you very much, Jagadish Prabhu. All glories to you. Surabhi Sundaraj Mataji, you're there?
Haribo, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you. So Only have Gita Mahatmya now, my service in Rajal. So you can go ahead and.
Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm so happy you all could join us today. I haven't spoken with all of you for a very long time, so it's very good to be here again. Let us start by seeking a few blessings from the acharyas who came previously. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathamritam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. You both, dear devotees, it's so good to be with all of you. I hope you all are at home, inside, safe, and warm. The winter storm outside is very, very strong. It's very windy outside, so please stay home. Please try your best to stay home if possible. Stay warm. And let us take this time to, instead of going out into the world, let us take this opportunity, this dreary weather outside, let's take the opportunity to go inward, take some time to talk about the Bhagavad Gita, appreciate the Bhagavad Gita together. It's really good to be with all of you. Let me see who's here. It's good to see everyone. Oh, I see Yashika is here. Today was Udbhav's birthday, so thank you for joining. It's good to have you. All right, so today I will be talking a little bit about Gita Mahatmya, or appreciating the Gita, glorifying the Gita. And today specifically, I'd like to talk about why the Gita, I would like to appreciate the Gita by talking about how it is the timeless text. It's across centuries and millenniums, it has remained relevant, relatable, and has improved people's lives. And we cannot say that about all kind of literature, but this literature has somehow remained relevant, remained important, and remained supremely enlivening and open to reflection for so many people. And I would like to meditate on this together. Before I start, I would also like to thank Devkinan Prabhuji, Simha Prabhuji, and Amarendra Prabhu, whose lecture I watched. Devkinan Prabhuji, I took some tips from him. Simha Prabhuji, I got some resources from him in order to frame this talk. I'm very grateful